I am doing photography for quite some time now, and yes, I'm making a lots and lots of money with the photography. But let me tell you one thing, and let me make this one thing very clear. Just like everybody else, I will not gonna say, oh my God, I love it so much, I'm gonna continue doing this for forever. No, okay? No, I'm not gonna do this for life. And when I'm saying I'm not gonna do this for life, is that even if I do for a good amount of time, my passions or my interest will be always on something else that's coming up next. And I'm not gonna make a massive upgrade. I'm not gonna spend too much money on, I already spent a lot of money with the to get the best equipment, but I'm not gonna buy additional stuff to upgrade my products industry. Like no, if this is not my thing, if I'm really, it's fun. Yes, it's fun, you know, it's cool, I get it, but I don't want to stay, and I don't want to invest a lots and lots of my money on this stuff. Well, even though I can't afford them, I'd rather put those money on something else that I may be more serious about. So it's kind of like that. There's a lot of Hispanic people. I see mostly Hispanic. Listen to this. A lot of the Hispanic men, they go there at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock on Times Square, and they work from that time till 8 to 9 p.m. even all day. Listen to this, which is fine. You do them, you do you. But the reason I'm making this thing is that there's a lot of people who do many sort of job from 8 o'clock a.m. do not want to eat, do not want to enjoy, do not want to take a rest, and do not want to do anything they should be doing, do not take their kids out, do not take their family out, do not want to meet women, do not wanna go on a date, you know, do not wanna touch their computer, and all day long they wanna do stuff like this. Okay, so don't get distracted by them. Obviously, if you work 24 hours, you're gonna make a lot of money. Doesn't mean that you should do this, I should do this, where you can even do something much more tougher. Like, let's say something much more harder, tougher, technical stuff. Let's say an example, if NASA call you, if NASA say, hey, we need you because you're the only one who can do something like this, so we need you. I want you to do something, and you can do that. NASA not gonna call you from 7 o'clock in the morning till 8 p.m. looking for customer like Times Square. They're not gonna do that. I'm just giving an example. There's a lot of industry like that. Just because they're doing that doesn't mean you should do this. And photography, like everybody, there's Russian photographer, there's Turkish photographer. Well, Turkish you don't know, because if you're a Middle Eastern country photographer, you're gonna have conflict, you're gonna have fight, you might get shot if you do street photography. So be very careful based on the culture. If you're Bolivian photographer on the city side, if you are Mexican photographer inside the Mexico, you might have an issue. If you're Venezuelan and Brazilian street photographer, you gotta be extra careful, because we had a lot of issues that on Times Square with these nationalities. All right, but if you're black, there's no issues with the photographer on a street photography. Will depend on the locations. Okay, what I'm saying here is be very careful. But yeah, photography, I'm not gonna do this. Even though I can make a lot of money out of that, I'm not gonna do that because it's too easy. Everybody's doing it. If the money is still there, why should you do it still? You want to do something that's you really can do unlimited, and you don't feel like it's work, and you can do it for free a little bit. You can, you know, make some money out of it. Obviously, try to get the money out of it. Try to go quality, polish your product up, you know, all of those stuff. You want to make sure you do it. If you're not really into photography, like, don't do it, because it's gonna really burn you down. It can, and especially Times Square is not for everyday thing. You cannot do this every day. So try to do exactly, if you love it, then you do it. But do something that you really want it. And just so you know, as a heads up, I don't want to say something. This is not a regular stereotype like all these other motivators saying it. This is my own experience on a very small amount of year. I have experienced all of this stuff. So I'm not telling you because do what you love. Like I've been hearing all of this internet stuff. No, I'm not trying to copy this. I'm telling you from based on me that you should do. If you're not into photography, don't do it. If you're into film, go do film. It's much better. Photography is fun too. It's great. The industry is booming. Great. Go do that. But I would also do something else. I would, if you really love photography, go do that. But again, this is not a hard thing. Okay. If you're saying, oh my God, I'm doing photography, it's so hard. No, it's not hard. Okay. I'll tell you right now. This thing is so damn easy. It's the world's easiest thing. The reason I will not take it serious because it's too easy. I make the girl look like a fairy tale, like a princess. It's too easy for me to do this. Other people don't do it. It's too easy. And it's gonna get much more easier and easier and easier thanks to AI, thanks for easy access to all the skills. It's definitely not for me. I've been saying this for many years now. I'm only doing this. You wanna do jobs that you're not into only for money. So I'm doing this for my money. Am I getting any experience? Absolutely not. I don't even want experience. Like, I'm too good for that. I can do harder things. So honestly, I'm not even here for experience on that. Over.